Oh, welcome to Tea with Quan Yin. I am so happy and a little bit like, wow, what is going to happen in the mystery and nervous? Tiny bit. So, Quan Yin is this beautiful goddess sitting behind me with her dragon. And I just love this picture. It is AI, but it is really cool. And Kuan Yin is sometimes called the Dragon Master, but she's really a co-creator with the dragons, with the dragon energy. And in this picture, she doesn't have a water vessel, but she is a goddess from Asia that's very popular in Asia. If anyone knows that much about Buddhist philosophy or culture or tradition, she is the feminine counterpart to Avalokitesvara, who is the deity of 1,000 arms. He's who the Dalai Lama is an emanation of, and she is like the feminine equivalent of that. So Avalokitesvara has like 1,000 arms and basically can reach every person who's suffering everywhere at all times. And Kuan Yin is similar. She is that goddess who listens to the prayers of everyone. She is the goddess of compassion. And she is a goddess, a divine mother emanation of that compassion on earth. And she is that compassionate witness and that compassionate guide. Someone mentioned when we were sharing a little bit about our experience with Kuan Yin that she is called the mother of comfort, right? That compassion brings us comfort. She is often called the mother of mercy. And she has some very beautiful stories about her level of compassion and her level of seeing the divinity in even those who in some stories betrayed her quite intensely in some of her lifetime. And she's with a dragon because she saved a fish. The story goes she saved a fish in the ocean that a fisherman had caught who was actually a dragon spirit. And the dragon could only turn into a dragon in the water. So it was a water dragon because she's very connected to water, Kuan Yin. And this fish was getting sold in the fish market, and all these people were around and they wanted to, they thought the fish was magical somehow, which it was. And everybody wanted to buy it. And Kuan Yin, sent one of her people to get the fish, and he was outbid for the fish. And it's said that during the bidding, everyone wants to take the life of this fish, and you could hear her voice reverberate out through the crowd. The one who wants to save the life is the one who should have ownership of this life. And then everybody in the crowd kind of realized their greed and their wanting to take the life of this magical creature versus preserve it and save it. And so she returns the fish to the sea, and it is the son of a dragon king of the sea. And the dragon king then sends a daughter of his who becomes a part of this motif with Kuan Yin, becomes a co-creator with Kuan Yin. And so she's often seen with the dragon spirit. And the dragons are coming up a lot this year. We will call upon them in our invocation today. It is the year of the wood dragon in Chinese mythology and astrology. And so that's another reason why today is tea with Kuan Yin. Another reason is because I had a mystical experience of tea with Kuan Yin that was Kuan Yin has been calling to me for a while now, and I've been working with her as the goddess of compassion. And it's really beautiful because I know her the most through the Sophia Code, which is a transmission channeled book by Kaya Ra that I've been working with as well for the last couple years. And I'm actually a certified circle facilitator for their ceremonial journeys. They have a book a ceremonial journey that goes with every chapter of the Sophia Code that has many ascended masters in it, initiations with many ascended masters. And one of the last chapters is with Quan Yin. And I never really felt connected with her before then, but then after I had that initiation, she started popping up everywhere for me. And I really felt that I needed her medicine. You know, even right before this call, I have done these calls and I haven't really been that nervous before them or noticed my criticism, but I started criticizing myself and I started noticing, oh, this is coming up because when we bring in an energy that represents or that holds a certain frequency, we often are encountered with the opposite energy inside of ourselves, right? And it's asking to be released. It's asking to be met with that medicine of Kuan Yin, right? So that inner critic that we all hold, Kuan Yin is a beautiful, beautiful. Um, I want to use the word savior, but it's not savior. She's a beautiful medicine for that part of us, that part that holds the darkest, like ugliest, our perception of the darkest, ugliest, most shameful, most monstrous parts. She is an energy that meets those parts of us with the most loving, compassionate witnessing. And she can help those parts feel met, right, in those darkest corners of our psyche or our being or our wounding, which is really beautiful. It's a gorgeous, deep medicine. And I have had people in my life who were emanations of that medicine, physical people on the earth. Uh, and it was so comforting, right? She's the mother of comfort to be with that energy because all those places in me, all those little voices, right? All those little voices in us that think we don't deserve things or we're not worthy or because of this past fault, and we don't even know what they are a lot of times. A lot of times they're just um, from when we were little, from past events we can't even remember, from past lives, transgressions, I'll say, of past lives, which I am a clairvoyant reader and very, I'll say, highly trained in that, and have in that modality. We look a lot at past lives and we look a lot at what's occurred before that's in the way of us really being in the present now. And so in that there are sometimes things that we've done in the past that we feel very shameful for, that we feel are very ugly, right? Or we might have taken on that template from society, like, oh, this isn't pretty, this isn't beautiful, you know. And Kuan Yin is there to radiate that divine mother love of it is all beautiful. You are beautiful exactly as you are. And the only way to really sink into that beauty and hold that energy in yourself and really experience that in yourself is to sit with that medicine, is to sit with each part arising, meeting it and allowing it to meet the other medicine of it's worthy, it's beautiful, it is exactly perfect the way it is. And in the initiation that I went with her, that you go through with her in the Sophia Code, she really, her story in that she becomes the channeled story in that where she becomes an ascended master is one of deep abuse, is a lifetime of deep abuse. And often the people that hold the most compassion are the ones who have gone through that deep abuse and have come out through the other side and they found forgiveness for themselves and for others. It's deep, profound work when you can do that. And we often can't do that without a reflection or a guide that shows us the way. She's also been deep medicine for me on my womb journey, the journey with my own womb. And because her element is water, and because she is a goddess who works with the water extensively, the womb space within us, within women, is very similar to that of the ocean. right? It has the same salinity as that of the ocean. I'm not sure if all of our blood has the same salinity of that as the ocean, but I think it might, because we are all born of the ocean, evolutionarily speaking, if you believe in that. And so that womb space is a potent space of feeling her presence and getting into the lower centers, energy centers in our body is often where we store some of these things that we haven't looked at, especially survival things. So womb is close to the second chakra, is close to the hara, the power center for women. And when I was getting some womb centering work done in a body work container, Quan Yin was there with me, just holding me, allowing me to float in the infinite waters of love, and allowing all the pain that I had stored there to rise up and be released and washed away. So she was really beautiful guide for me in that way. And some of that medicine will come up in Oracular Womb, a course that I'm teaching soon. And I will send out information about that after this class as well with the recording if you're interested in that. Yeah, so this experience of tea with Kuan Yin, I was sitting in a prayer call with others, and I, spontaneously we were invoking a circle of power and protection and ascended masters around us. And Kuan Yin was who called to me. And I had a water vessel and I just like held it up to her and I was like, what medicine can ours is here for me that I need, please put this in my water vessel. And she is a blesser of water, Kuan Yin. And so you can always ask her to bless your water for you. And your body is made mostly of water, right? So she can bless your whole body with that as well. She has that real potency of working with the water. And today we're going to call in Kuan Yin in all the directions and the water and the dragons and sit in the middle, have tea with Kuan Yin, ask her to pour her medicine in our water vessels, and then consume it ourselves and have a little chat with her. So we'll see what comes up. And if you are familiar with experiences in this way, then just go for it, and if it's a little bit more like, oh, I don't see anything or I'm not experiencing that much, just play with your imagination, allow you to play. Kuan Yin is also a beautiful healer of the inner child, and working with all those parts that know how to play, that know how to imagine, that know how to enter the realms of mystery, because a lot of that is close to the imaginal energy. And so just allow yourself to play and envision compassion being poured into your cup when we come to that moment, and consuming that compassion and allowing it to reach all the deepest parts of you, all the parts where there's criticism, all the parts where there's judgment, all the parts where you need comfort and you need that compassionate witness, right? She is that medicine. So go ahead and get comfy wherever you are. Have your water vessel nearby. If you don't have it and you're watching this recording, I don't know if I said that before, but you need a water vessel of some kind that you can drink out of. A teacup is very nice. So go ahead and you can pause the recording to get that if you need to. If not, we'll go into the journey. So just get comfortable wherever you are. And I'm just going to say a prayer in all the directions, starting with I'm going to start with the east. Normally, I would stand up and do an invocation like this and actually face all the directions, but because I'm facing the camera, I will do that at another time. But we can imagine and invoke those beings. So invoking the directions often creates a container around us, just like the earth is a container for us. Invoking directions creates a circle around us, and it centers us in the center of that. I'm going to call on and honor the East, that place of new beginnings, that place of the sun rising, that place of the beauty of the dawn that reveals what has been dreamt in the night. And all those benevolent guides of compassionate witnessing, compassionate being, all those that are here to witness us in our deepest darkness and in our greatest beauty, and what has been dreamt in us, dreamt as us, to come and arrive in the East, in our circle around us right now. I call on Quan Yin to be here present in all the directions and in the East, in that emanation, and the dragon of the East that is here to be with us. I'm seeing a beautiful fire dragon arrive in the East, bringing that sunlight as well, that warm sun, midday sun actually, from this dragon in the East. So being here in our circle of protection, in our circle of empowerment, in our circle of beauty, and calling on all those compassionate beings, all those beautiful, benevolent beings in the South to come and arrive here, all those warrior spirits that are courageous, that have courage in their hearts, but are compassionate for all who are here, to come and arrive here, those warriors of compassionate energy. And that Kuan Yin is also holding us here in the South. And that dragon spirit that is here to be in the South with us as well, to create this container. Seeing a dragon of the air. Bring those winds from the South to blow and allow anything to move out of us that no longer serves us. And for us to be able to relax in our gentlest essence in the center, where we will have tea with Kuan Yin. And calling all those beautiful, benevolent, compassionate guides in the West that bring this energy medicine, definitely of water. I'm seeing lots of water vessels and lots of pouring of water, that fluid motion that allows all to be washed away and cleansed, those things that we thought could never be washed away or we could never actually release, that this energy of the West, this energy of the water of the West, which is also an energy similar to baptism, where we are releasing all the past and coming into the present in a new, rejuvenated way. And that dragon, that water dragon that is Kuan Yin's dragon in the West. And calling on those beautiful, benevolent guides of compassion in the North, those elder ones, those ones I'm seeing of the earth that really know what it is to live on this earth, this earthly plane, and have love and compassionate practicality for ourselves and others, who know how to both hold boundaries and be compassionate at the same time. And Kuan Yin also holding us in this circle from the north, and that earth dragon spirit in the north as well. And allowing all these beautiful beings to be present here around you in a circle as you sit in the middle with your beautiful water vessel. And let your water vessel be in front of you or near you, or you might hold it up. And call Kuan Yin to come have tea with you. Just invite her, Kuan Yin, will you come have tea with me? Will you come to bless my water? And she is arriving to sit with you, sit next to you, sit near you, sit wherever you need her. And she's saying that water is the best element. She loves it so much. It's so delicious and pure. And it's linked to our beginnings, our earliest beginnings. It was our first nourishment, being held in the watery matrix of the womb. And this water that is here with us keeps us alive in many, many ways. Just looking at this water, appreciating it in a new way, appreciating this life-giving substance. And turning to the compassionate presence of Kuan Yin, offer her the water to bless with whatever you most need right now. And see her pouring or bathing the water, sending that frequency into the water of what you most need right now. And see if you can tune into what she is blessing the water with, what energy she's blessing the water with. What is it that you most need right now that you didn't even know you needed? And see her pouring the answer to your most hidden prayers into the vessel. And once she's done with that, bring it to your lips and taste this blessed water. As you drink, feel yourself drinking in the divine essence and light she has poured into it, and the essence of what you most need. Allow this water and this blessed water to nourish you on a deep embodied level. Allow it to feed and nourish all your cells, your blood, your organs, your lymph. Allow it to feed your whole body with this spirit medicine. Allow it to be absorbed through all levels of your being. And remember to play in this imaginal, real realm of energy medicine. If there's any doubts, just allow them to be brushed aside and allow yourself to play again like a little child. And as you absorb and drink this tea with Quan Yin, feel free to ask her any questions or share any revelations you're having with her or prayers you have. Take some time to let Kuan Yin take you on a journey. Be with these benevolent, compassionate beings and the Divine Mother's dragons that are here to support you in this experience. Allow yourself to be bathed in this compassionate light of Kuan Yin. Notice the quality of that light and allow it to soak into you in every corner of your being, of your body, just as you drink the water of this medicine that Kuan Yin has provided. And you can continue journeying with Quan Yin and having tea with the dragons for as long as you like. Asking her to pour in one more blessing into your tea for today. Sensing what this new blessing is as well. Allowing it to fill you as it wafts off the water as you take sips. Allowing your body to receive the beauty of this experience. Knowing that you can come and have tea with Kuan Yin whenever you want, every day if you like, and that she's always here as a mother of comfort, a mother of compassion, and she can meet you in any place that you're at. And she can help bring your prayers to fruition. So, thanking Kuan Yin for being here with us today. Thanking this circle of compassionate masters and benevolent beings and dragons. Knowing that you can call on them at any time you like as well. And just feeling that energy and acknowledging the energy of sunlight streaming through water, blessing all of our bodies right now. And allowing that solar radiance, particularly now as we are about to have an eclipse tomorrow, a rebirth of the sun, allowing us to drink in those solar rays and that newness that we are. As we allowed that water to bless us, We allowed it to change the frequency of our bodies. And we allow that sunlight to illuminate our consciousness. Illuminate the light within us. Illuminate that which we truly are in our most gorgeous essence. And seeing yourself stand straight in the middle, connected to your core, connected to the directions, connected to the earth, connected to the sun. And feeling Quan Yin say, walk out of here proud to be who you are. Walk out of here with this medicine that helps you stand up straight in exactly who you are in every moment. To be that divine earth warrioress, warrior that is courageous in your own belief and love of yourself, and that shines that beauty for others to see and witness, and who then can bring that witnessing to others. Thank you, Quan Yin, for your beautiful gifts. Thank you for all our guides. Thank you for all of you here. Thank you for this water. It's beautiful blessing, medicine of life. Cheers. And wherever you are in that experience, you might want to write yourself some notes. Feel free to write me an email. Let me know how it went. I will stay on for some sharing of those who are here live. And may you feel such bountiful, beautiful blessings in this waterfall of creational life force.